There was a warm wind along the ground, but it was kind of cool up top, and that temperature difference was really making the mountains shimmer. The heat waves made it almost impossible to get anything in focus, but boy did those clouds look like they were dancing. There's a Chinook arch over top of me, but the way the wind was moving around up there, it really made the clouds twist and turn. And with those twists and turns came temperature changes. Here at the north end of Pine Coulee Reservoir, it was warm, but the wind was coming from the north. Further down, where these beautiful little drifts are, it was coming from the west. I found this one lone golden-eye drake swimming around down there. Not a lot of open water. Further up into the Porcupine Hills, the wind was coming from the northwest. Up here in the Linden Creek Valley, it was whistling through the limber pines on the south-facing slopes. And then on the north-facing slopes, where there was still a bit of snow, it was going through the spruces and aspens. And where the valley really opened up, it was just blowing. But man, what a beautiful valley. I wish the weather had been just a little bit nicer up here. But come springtime, I'll be back. I really need to explore a bit more up here. Linden Creek meets up with Trout Creek, and then that flows eastward out onto the plains. And down here, where the two valleys meet, the wind actually was a little bit less. And it was a touch warmer, too. And looking down from my little drone, I could see all kinds of interesting beaver ponds. Once the ice is gone, I'm going to have to find out who owns this piece of land and see if they'll let me do a little fishing. The wind kept blasting away, pushing the cloud tops eastward out onto the prairie. It blew across the Willow Creek Valley strong enough that it was hard to hear the water in Willow Creek trickling along. But I could definitely hear all the sparrows and magpies. I don't know why they were making so much noise, but I like it. Down here, right about the middle of the Porcupine Hills, the clouds were just kind of drifting along. And back at Pine Coulee Reservoir, I found a pair of eagles out on the ice. They were eating something, not sure what. Above the hills to the west of them, there was a little bit of precipitation falling. But not very much was hitting the ground. And then the sun came through and those dark clouds were bouncing along. The sun was going down, and there was a weather change coming. But the clouds, they were dancing.